Deuteronomy 23:14. Ve'yated tihyeh lecha al azenecha, ve'haya beshivtecha chutz, ve'hafartava, ve'shavta, ve'kisita et tseatecha. So we've got verse 14 here giving us the rest of the context for verse 13. So remember, in verse 13, we had a latrine that should be outside the camp, and that's where you should go. And next, we get a spade. Now, this word is more generic than that, probably a tent peg or some kind of wooden digging object. The CSB actually says just a digging tool, which I think is pretty good. That's just more generic. You might see here a spade as well, but I wouldn't think of it as like a formal shovel. Basically a digging tool. So there it is. It is a feminine singular noun, so you're going to see the verb here as feminine singular, call imperfect third feminine singular of haya. And notice you're going to see the feminine singular pronominal suffix down here that is going to refer back to this feminine singular noun of the digging tool. So the digging tool you shall have for yourself concerning or with reference to your tools. And this concerning or with reference to would mean among your tools. And it shall come about, a generic third masculine singular there. It's called perfect. It shall come about in the sitting of you, 2ms pronominal suffix, and this is a classic infinitive construct of the verbal root yashav with a bait preposition and a suffix that serves as the subject. So this would be a temporal clause. When you sit outside, then you shall dig with it. And again, that third feminine singular pronominal suffix refers back to this digging tool. So you shall have a spade with you, and it shall come about when you sit outside, namely in this place that is set aside for going to the restroom. Then you shall dig with the spade, and you shall return, or we might think of turn around, but this is not something like savavs. It is shuv. So you shall turn. Here's a call perfect 2ms as a vekatal form. You shall turn, and you shall cover. There's a PL perfect 2ms vekatal form. This is of the root kasa, and you shall cover, direct object marker, your excrement. And so this is related, you may see, to the verbal root yatsa. It's not a verb, but you can see how it's related there to the verbal root of that which went out from you. But here the word is more generically the excrement that should be covered up.